Good morning, everybody. I am here at a park called Kiwanis Park, or if local people know it, just Waterfall Park. It's very close to the school and the camp that I had to take Hadley to. I thought I'd come out here, kind of update you guys, being now that we are 4 weeks and 1 day post-op. I did try to make a video yesterday, but by the end of the day, I was just so exhausted that I was saying a lot of ums, a lot of pauses, and there really wasn't a whole lot that I could think of. So here today, fresh day, fresh start, and we'll kind of update you guys on what I'm able to do. So as you can see, I am walking as much as I possibly can, but still taking it as easy as I possibly can. Yesterday was the most steps that I had taken, and it was about 7,100 steps. While I was injured, there was about maybe 600 steps a day. And then after the surgery, there was about 1,500, 2,500, 3,000, da-da-da-da-da. And then last week, I had a day that was about 6,600, and I thought that was a lot. And then I surpassed that yesterday, just walking in and around the yard and running a few errands. So that is pretty cool that I am able to do that. For medication, I have not really had to take any medication. It's kind of cool that I can do all of that right now and not have to take pills to try and reduce the pain or whatever that may be. I did take a muscle relaxer this morning though. I woke up and I was pretty sore, just realizing that I did walk that much. It kind of does make sense now. What else? Yeah, I have not been doing much dishes, limited cooking, just really taking it easy and trying to just do the walking and take this as slow as I possibly can. I have spoken to quite a few people here in Canada who have kind of asked me how they can navigate the system here, who to see, who to talk to, where to go, and unfortunately, I just don't have anybody here in Canada to suggest to go see. Everybody here that I've seen either tells you there's nothing wrong with you, it's all in your head. I've seen up to 10 surgeons, doctors, anesthesiologists, you name it, and there just really hasn't been any luck here. So I kind of suggest for people to get a hold of the surgeon in the States. I hate doing that, but it becomes a point where, do you continue trusting a system that's just going to let you down, or do you give yourself the best chance at getting your life back? Unfortunately, that does come with a cost, but does that cost outweigh living the rest of your life in debilitating pain and not being able to do anything? I've spoken to probably 7 or 8 people throughout Canada, and there's actually one young guy. He was 22 when he was hurt. He's 24 now, hasn't been able to work, has gone into debt, and I suggested, after speaking to him on the phone, that maybe it's time he looks at going to the States. And he actually had been following my videos and the Facebook group of Bertolotti syndrome, and he booked his appointment with the surgeon down in the States. Sorry. And he flew down on Sunday. He actually had his procedure yesterday, and they resected the bone for him. He was back at the hotel within 6 or 7 hours after the procedure, and all he's having is incision pain right now. So that is unbelievable. Like, I hope his recovery continues. And I also spoke with another lady here from Saskatchewan yesterday, a 70-year-old lady, and she is at a loss as well. She can't find anybody here. She will not get referred from her surgeon. So it's kind of sad that our system here has let down many people with this condition, and it's very difficult to try and find help here when nobody's willing to even listen to you. I should show you my incisions. Let me get this here. I'll try and put this view here of the waterfall. So I do wear my back brace all the time, but here's the incision in the front. It's still very numb right here. Like, I don't feel anything, but I can push, I can do whatever. And then for the back one, this is that's also healing up pretty nice. So yeah, I'm able to walk, squat. I'm able to do a lot of walking with minimal pain after. It's yeah, it's really been sorry, it's really been life-changing. Like, as of right now, at 4 weeks, I can squat all the way down, can balance on one leg, the other leg. I'm not gonna jump or anything like that, but you know what I mean? Like, I can do lunges. I don't do any of this at home. I'm still kind of just doing those nerve glides and the other minimal exercises and stretching, but I will work on to doing all that other stuff. But like, I wasn't able to do this stuff earlier without having an extreme amount of pain or groaning like crazy. I will say that when I do go out right now, I am always wearing my back brace, especially getting into a car. Our cars are a little bit lower. So getting into that and out, it's nice to have that stability and kind of that, the back brace giving you that support. But when I'm just kind of around the house and just walking around the yard, I don't wear it all the time. It's not good to kind of rely on this, so I'm trying to strengthen these core and back muscles again and get them to a point where they need to go. As I mentioned earlier, next to no medication, a muscle relaxer here and there. I did take one this morning. But yeah, I don't know really what else to say. Things have been going pretty good. I do have back pain, similar to where it was before, but a little more inside. And I think that's just either muscles, because when I do take the muscle relaxer, that pain does subside. But the grafting is in there as well. So until that fully fuses, it's probably just going to be irritating the areas that it is in for the time being. But feeling much better than I was pre-surgery. I have a follow-up with the doctor here on Monday. Not sure if I need x-rays or not, but I am in the process of kind of figuring that out. If not, I can have the appointment. If not, I might have to push it back a day or so. But overall, for 4 weeks post-op, I am doing very, very well, I would say. I'm going to put this back brace on again. As you can see, I can just stand right up. Like, there's no issue with moving. Kneel down, get this. I will put this on, and I will take you for a little walk around this park here. It's beautiful. I'll probably bring the girls here in the next few days. It's nice to be able to go and walk and take them to parties and movies and go out for supper or lunch with them. We have not really been able to do that for the better part of 5 years. So to be able to do that stuff and have minimal pain or not have an increased amount of pain is pretty nice. I am going to flip this phone around and I'll take you for a little tour around here, and then I will, yeah, I'll catch up with you guys before I head back to the car. Okay, so that is the park that I came to. It is called Kiwanis Park, or local people here in Regina probably know it more so as Waterfall Park. It's beautiful here. Surprised that there's really nobody here, but it is about 9:30 in the morning, so that is kind of nice, and I was able to do this without too much noise. I wanted to step on here and also share the mental side of recovery, and just the fact that I've had the previous surgeries before. Any little pain that I feel, it's tough to not think negative thoughts. When you've had 2 surgeries that have failed in the past, and you feel some lower back pain after your 3rd surgery, even though it was done totally different, it's really hard to get out of that negative state of mind. I try my best, and I know that the recovery is a long process. I'm only 4 weeks, and recovery can take up to 6, 9, 12 months before I am fused or fully fused. But knowing that I have some pain here and there, that does go away. There's times where I don't have really much pain at all. Other times where the pain is like, what could this be? So on top of that, and then the fact that I am taking it as easy as I possibly can, but when doing that, I have to watch Jess take on so much more around the house. And she has already taken on so much more of the roles over the last 5 years. But we can't jeopardize anything, so she has to continue doing all this stuff, and to just watch her do that, mentally, it's not a great feeling, because you feel useless. You feel like you're just another kind of a burden to them. They have to help you with so much more, not just Jess, but the kids as well. It's kind of also a difficult thing to kind of get over, and to watch them have to do so much more when they're already exhausted from doing the normal roles that they already take on at home. It's not a great feeling inside. Although I do know it's temporary, but to watch how fatigued and how tired and exhausted and stressed at times that she does get, it makes it very difficult to kind of see that. But as I just said, it is temporary, and that will start to get better here in the near future. I want to thank every single one of you who not only have watched these videos, have followed them, have shared them, but also everybody who has donated and kind of made this procedure not just a dream but a reality for us. Every single person in one way, shape, or form has contributed and helped us get to the point where we are, and we are so thankful for every single one of you. My goal here, now that I've had the procedure, is obviously to recover and continue recovering, but to continue spreading the awareness for this condition. As I mentioned earlier in the video, there's a lot of Canadian people here who are suffering from this, and we don't have access to that treatment. I want to try and get somebody here who is able to treat us, so we don't have to go across the border or wherever it is to get that treatment. We need to get somebody here in Canada who is trained, experienced, and educated on this condition, so they can help Canadian people here. We should not be having to pay out of pocket for our own treatment in a country that has such great health care. It's really, really frustrating to try and understand the concept of that, but that is my goal, and I will not stop until I continue helping more people and until my voice is heard to get somebody here in Canada. We'll see what happens here in the future, but again, thank you guys for watching, following, sharing, and everything. Have a good day. I also want to mention that that ball that I just put there, that lady robbed it. Gone. Thinking maybe a little kid would come back and get that, but not today.